Hi, this is Dr. John Mahoney. I want to thank you for tuning in to this current segment on health and wellness. Today I have my colleague, Dr. John Looney, who is a very busy PCP here in the Dorchester-Milton area. John, thank you for coming.
Thank you, John. Thanks very much for having me.
See you as kind of an old school PCP and a new age PCP. You kind of wrap it all together. I don't know how you do what you do. You see many patients. You are kind of the gatekeeper, and you have to deal with all the bureaucracy, the paperwork, but somehow you're able to sit down there and be the doctor with the patient and do what has to be done. I just want to today kind of maybe sneak a peek into that practice and lifestyle of yours.
I've been here for about 25 years. I grew up in the Dorchester area. I trained in Connecticut at the Yale Primary Care Program and came back here. I love living here, working here. I worked as a EMT for many years before going to medical school and know a lot of the electricians because I went to Don Bosco, which is a technical school, and would have been an electrician.
So it's been quite a journey.
Quite a journey.
Do you see younger people ignoring or more attentive to things like don't smoke and nutrition and exercise? It seems like the culture we're living in is against us to do that, but at the same time, you must strive to get that message across. Do you see people listening to that message?
I think there's a certain group that listen to the message. We have people that are very attentive at a young age, and we have also a whole group that are not attentive at all and usually get into problems, and that's when we see them. I think prevention is the utmost. If you can do it, no smoking, very little alcohol, moderation. Everything's good in moderation, but prevention is the way to go.
I used to feel badly if I asked a patient, had to ask them what their insurance is. But, I felt, I didn't know what they thought of me, but many times now we have to know, because in order to order a certain test, we have to see if they qualify. We're thinking ahead of time. Why put in the order, get it all arranged? When I think about the cost of medicine, I think about it, but I can't think about it all the time. And you just hope if you use good judgment, and not, and kind of lead people to testing that will be meaningful. And I think when I order a test on a patient, I ask myself, what am I going to get back on this test? Will it rule things out? Can I take the next step? But it's difficult. You must have to factor in the cost. You have to get prior authorizations. That's all the paperwork, the stress, the bureaucracy,
Yes.
That you deal with.
People ask me now, I've had a couple times, they ask me how much does the CAT scan cost?
Right.
And I, up until a couple of years ago, didn't really know. Now, I know a CAT scan of the head is about $1,000.
Thank you again, John, for coming and taking time out of your busy agenda. It was very helpful, very important for me to realize and to let our audience realize all that you try to deal with on a daily basis. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in today, and I'll see you the next time around.